actually put you on my tripod. I'm gonna put you on the tripod for once in my life. I'm actually gonna use it. Right, let's see if I remember how this actually works. I don't even know if that's straight, but yeah, I don't like it here. Possibly here. That's better. Is that good? Is that all right? I feel very professional now. If only my mic worked and I could use it, then I would be like, guys, we're in. I'm in. I've got everything. But I'm not. I'm halfway there. Anyway, do I need this light? No, I don't think. I rely so naturally on the sun that now I've lost a window. I don't get much sun anymore, so I don't really want to do stage light, but I might have to think about it. Anyway, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Eilidh, and if you're not, then hello, it is good to see you again. We are going to be reading fantasy for the week. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I feel like I've just been reading like romance books or like dark romance books and never actually have delved into a good old fantasy. I think the last time I read a fantasy was maybe at the end of 2024. Have I read a fantasy for this year? I must have read a fantasy. I have. Lied. Liar. I have. I've read The Zodiac Academy. Why did I forget that? I have read. That was my first fantasy of the year. Wow, I didn't even realise that. Okay, so I need to read more, obviously. So this week I really want to just go full out fantasy, especially romantasy. I think that's more what I'm going to be leaning towards. Is romantasy is one of my favorite genres, and obviously it's going to get a whole ass video. I was just thinking about doing a mood reading video, but most likely I would pick every single fantasy. So I have a lineup of books that I want to read, possibly a new release that may or may not be coming tomorrow. We'll see if I end up reading that. But I think we're gonna start off with one of my most anticipated reads of this year. I wanted to read it last year. It was on my TBR for like ever, and we're finally gonna get onto it now, and that is Belladonna. No idea what it's about. I think it's got something to do with death. No clue, but we're gonna jump straight into this book and see if I like it, because I'm kind of scared because I've overhyped it possibly in my head, so hopefully it matches the hype. If not, I'm gonna be so upset. But let's start with Belladonna. What I was expecting in the first 10 pages, and I'm listening to dark academia music as well, so the whole vibe is coming together, and it's a little bit spooky, but I'm actually loving it. Like, I'm loving the atmosphere. What to feel. So much stuff has already happened and I'm not even at page 20 yet. I don't know. Crazy. Just reached over 100 pages, and already from everything I've read so far, it's kind of like got a murder mystery through it, which I kind of suspected when I did read the back, because we're following Signa, who's our main character, and she's gone to this new place as a ward, and she can basically see like spirits and stuff, and she's seen one of her blood related, I think it's her cousin or like an aunt, something like that, someone she's blood related to, a spirit, and this spirit is trying to communicate with her and basically is implying that she was murdered. So Signa feels like it's now her job to somewhat find out if she was or not. It's kind of interesting. I haven't read a proper murder mystery before, so I guess I'll see if I like that sort of thing when I get more into this. But so far it's good, and I'm intrigued to see what else happens. Thank you. I'm just gonna sit here. I am about halfway, like almost halfway through this book. I'm on page 193, so I'm almost at the 200 mark. I've lost my bookmark. I have lost my sitting on it. Where is it gone? Yeah, about 50%. I'm probably like 49%. It'll be something ridiculous like that if I was reading it on Kindle. But this is not what I was expecting. Coming into this book, I thought it was going to be like a just like a silly little romance with maybe a little bit of mystery in it, but having that like dark gothic romanticy feel. I can't remember the last time I read like a dark gothic like romanticy, because I was going to say the Zodiac Academy kind of had those, but I think that was more YA, but it's not, because it's not. No, I take that back, it's not that, but it's not as dark as literally this. So yeah, but I don't know what I was expecting when first coming into this, because I started reading it and then I decided to read the back because I just wanted to grasp kind of what I was getting into. So we are following this orphan that is named Signa, I think. Signa, and she has been an orphan all of her life. Her parents died when she was very, very young, and since then she has jumped from different family people houses. So like she's been with uncles, aunties, distant cousins and people, and her family, her parents were really, really wealthy, so her inheritance is a frick load of money. But she doesn't inherit it until she's 20. So she's currently 19, and everyone thinks she's a little bit weird because people keep dying around her. So they say that she's a witch, they say she's cursed. They basically aren't very nice to her, and the only reason why these family members were taking her in was because of her wealth. And so some of them were abusing her and it was a very nice atmosphere for her, and some of them were like stealing from her, and all of this like shenanigans went on. But something that these family people didn't know, and she's known all of her life, is that she can see death himself. And I need to come back to you because I'm gonna go to work. Yeah, damn, they're early. Okay, I'm back from work, and guess what? Yes, frick what? As soon as I walked in, I found it. My bookmark. So my book's been sitting like that since I've been in work, so my spine is definitely broken, but oh well. Look how cute my bookmark is though. Like it's got a little camera. I got it for Christmas. That's That's adorable. Anyway, as I was saying, right, I just had to rewatch the clip back actually because I couldn't remember what I was talking about. But yeah, she can bloody see death. Like literally death. As in death is a man. And she first saw him when, well, they first encountered each other when she was a baby. And death came obviously to claim her parents and everyone around her who was at this party. But when Death went to touch her, because he has to touch the lives that he's taken, when he went to touch her, her life didn't end. Like her spirit didn't go with him. And he felt something that he's never felt before. And ever since then, Death has never been able to claim her soul, and she can see him and speak to him. So she's grown up around Death because all of her family members keep dying. But whenever like she tries herself, she doesn't, and instead summons Death. So Belladonna is a poisonous berry, and she takes the berries so that she can see Death. It's crazy. And she can also see spirits as well. So I was explaining that there's also a murder mystery in this. So my bookmark's just gone. Her aunt just died, and her aunt died because she touched her aunt while Death was around, which then discovered that when she's around Death, she has access to his powers. So she accidentally killed her aunt, basically, which then meant she then went to this new house, this new family that are her cousins, who I can't remember what they're called. I can't remember. But basically her blood related cousin person thing recently died, and they said that she died of a disease, and if she had known that Signa was alive, then she would have like taken Signa in and given her the best life possible. So that's why Elijah, who was Lillian, the lady that died, his household has taken her in basically to like try and give her a better life or something. But anyway, Signa has seen Lillian as a spirit, and there's this whole thing about like she was murdered or something. Well, they think she's murdered. We don't actually know if she was murdered, but she's basically recruited this hot stableman to help her try and figure out who murdered Lillian, because Lillian's daughter is now sick with the same disease that she had. And so Signa feels it upon herself to try and save her by discovering who killed Lillian in the first place. Oh, and Death's also taken it upon himself to teach Signa how to use his powers. And there are some quotes, guys. There are some things he says, and I'm like, I thought we were rooting for the stable boy. See, the thing is, on the back, it's like insinuating that the romantasy part is with Death. But the situations that are happening with this hot stable man, I honestly don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's like, it's a murder, mystery, romantasy thing all tied into one that's like morally grey because Death, but also like this. It's so, I don't even know. I don't even know how to like explain where my head's at because so much is going on. But I'm genuinely so curious to see if, well, I think Lillian was murdered. Like, I think like it has to, but I have some theories. So I want to see if I'm right about theories, but I basically want to try and get like a chunk of the way through now and get more into the book, but I have no idea what's gonna happen or like who Signa's gonna get with, because there has to be a romance. Like there's obviously a romance, I just don't know who with. It's insinuating Death, but I'm not sure because it just said that Signa realizes their growing connection may be more irresistible than she dared imagine, because she basically hates Death. She hates him. It's like an enemies to lovers thing, but they're like fated. So it might be fated mates, I don't know, but they're like connected somehow. Like they can't escape each other. But then there's this whole thing with the stable boy and some stuff that's happened, and I'm like, what? Anyway, those are my thoughts and a quick summary. But I've never read anything like this before, and I'm really liking the dark gothic feeling to it. So I've been listening to some dark academia music with it, and it's creating such a mood. I love it. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up and we're gonna carry on reading and try and finish it. I'm gonna try and finish it now. Oh my god, I'm actually so excited. I got a delivery. Can we guess what it is? I'm so excited. Shut up. Shut up. Oh, she's so pretty. I can't look. Tell me why this got delivered so late though. So late. Alexa, what's the time?
The time is 8:43 p.m.
Why did you have to get delivered at 8:43? But she's so pretty. She's here. Stop. Stop. I'm gonna cry. Shut up. She is... I don't want to look at what's on the back. Stop it. Oh, it's the same thing. Oh, that's... She's so pretty. I'm actually terrified to read this. Terrified. Oh, I want to read this so badly. You guys, I think I might change my plan and read this. Like, read this. Because, tell me... Ugh. They updated the map as well. This bit. It's fucking this bit. This bit. It messes with me. It messes with me. Like, what do you mean? I'm honestly having a full-on, like, moment, but it's here. I might read it. If I'm not gonna read it in this video, I'll probably read it at some point, but I can't. I can't. Oh my god. Don't, I'm gonna cry. Just don't talk to me. Just don't. I need a moment. But we need to read Belladonna. I just wanted to share this moment with you. Just together. Let's just sit in silence and remember this stage of calm before we go into this. I'm scared. I'm scared. Anyway, we're gonna read Belladonna so I can possibly then read this. Who knows? Who knows what I'm gonna do? Who knows? So excited! I don't know how I feel now. I think my theory that I originally had is changing because, like, I don't know, there's bits of the puzzle that are still missing, and there are like little things that have been said or done that just kind of gets you thinking, being like, is it you? Like, I don't want it to be you, but is it? I don't know. Well, I really don't want it to be. If it is, I'm actually gonna hate the book. I don't want to be right. Death and Signa are currently at a ball together, and this is the first time she's seen him without like his cloak and his shadows and literally as a man, and I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. I love it. It's so cute. They're currently dancing. Like, oh my god, what is gonna happen? Dead. I'm done. I'm gone. I knew it. I know it. Hold on. I just have to check that this is right. Yeah. 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 I knew it. freaking out. It is niece. It is. Signa is the niece. Okay, cool. I'm glad we got that sorted. Just unlike on the last page, and now I find out. Oh my god. Okay, so my hair is like not liking me today, but it's fine. We're just gonna ignore it. I finished Belladonna yesterday, and this book surprised me with how much I actually enjoyed it. I ended up giving it like a 4 stars, or for like a 4.5. I'm gonna do that. I was contemplating whether or not to give it a 5 stars, because I did really enjoy it. I enjoyed it more than I liked, and just the whole how it wrapped up, how things came together, and the like little twists and turns that happened, and just the overall theme of it. Like, I've never read a murder mystery gothic romantasy before, and so it was so unique to me first going into it that I was just like, I love this. So I was contemplating 5 stars, but then I was like, no, if it was a 5 stars I wouldn't doubt myself, so I ended up giving it like a 4.5 instead. So good, so easy to read. I am going to get to the next one. I really want to read the next one because it carries on with Death and Signa, and also we were introduced to a new character at the end who is probably going to have a more important part in the second book, and I'm really excited to see what he does, because there's been mentions of him in here but not a lot. So I was like, as soon as I finished this one, I was like, I need to get the second one. I need to have it. So I plan to do a little Waterstones trip soon and get a few books that I'm thinking of. Definitely the second one, which I think is called Foxglove, I think. Am I wrong? Am I right? I'm not sure. Yeah, really enjoyed it. I ended up giving it a 4.5. And then I went on and started a Dawn of an Ox. I think it's an ox. I think. I actually don't know. An ox storm. An oxy storm? An ox storm? I think it's Onyx. I think it's a Dawn of Onyx. Please correct me if I'm wrong, or also correct myself in my editing if I am wrong. But I'm going to call it a Dawn of Onyx. I was gonna go into Onyx Storm, but I don't know. I ended up finishing Belladonna, and I was generally deciding on whether to pick it up or not, and then I just decided not to, because I generally don't think I'm mentally prepared for what that book has in store for me. So I ended up picking up this one because this has been on my TBR for so long. I feel like in every single one of my TBR videos this has been on it, and I've finally decided to pick it up, and so far it's surprised me. Like, I've actually had some fun with it. I'm almost halfway through. I'm on page 133, and so much has happened. So much has happened. So I'll try and give a quick summary of what I know so far of what's going on. So we are following the character Arwen, and she has this healing power within her. She knows she's not a witch because she doesn't have to speak spells. Like, she doesn't need any sort of potion or any sort of language to heal people. She generally just has to like feel her power and like touch them, and then their body will start stitching up together. So she doesn't know what she is, but she has this healing ability, so she uses that to go around her village, which is in the kingdom of what's her kingdom called? Amber. So she lives in the kingdom of Amber in a small town called Abington, which is under the Garnet kingdom. And the Garnet kingdom, which is like where her king is from, is currently at war with the kingdom of Onyx. So we have no idea why they are fighting. Arwen has no idea why they are fighting, but the king of Onyx is rumoured to be one of the merciless, horriblest, brutalist, like worst person in the world, like has no mercy type king. Like he is not very nice apparently, and very scary. So she is like so confused why this war has started, why the kingdom of Onyx is starting to attack her kingdom, and specifically where she's from, because they are not the richest, they are not the wealthiest. If they were going to go actually attack the capital, like the Garnet kingdom, that's where the jewels are. So she's like, why are you attacking the kingdom of Amber? Like, it makes no sense. So her brother went off to fight in this war, and she has done everything she possibly can to not think of him dead. But all of a sudden he comes storming into the house, all bloody, all horrible, telling them about his time where literally the mission that he went into was a trap, and then he was the only one to survive, and basically said to her family, we gotta go, we gotta leave. I stole some coins from some Onyx soldiers and they're after me, they're following me, we've gotta leave, we've gotta go. So they started going, but Arwen forgot her mother's medication because her mother's really ill, and so went back to the house to get the medication, and oops, we have some Onyx soldiers there who were trying to find her brother. Long story short, she basically made a deal with them saying, take me, you can use me, healer, proved herself, and they've decided to not go after her brother and instead take her back to the camp, in which she has met the king. And at first he wasn't who he said he was, and then she found out, and then she felt like she was betrayed, and it was a whole palaver of a thing. But we're now at the point where she knows what's happening. She's made this deal to save her family from this brutal king who she absolutely despises, and is kind of like a servant now in like the healing. So she does all the healing stuff and is learning like the potions and everything. So I'm interested to see how this book goes around, because I thought there was like a marriage trope in it. I'm not really sure. I might be wrong. It might just be she's a prisoner to the King of Onyx. But I'm not sure. I haven't actually read the back of this book. I don't think there is. I think I generally made that up. I think I might have made that up. Anyway, it's interesting. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm really curious about Cain, who's the king, because just some of the things that has happened, I'm like, that doesn't line up. But anyway, I want to try and get halfway. I want to like wash out as much of the book as possible, but it's really easy to read, and I'm kind of surprised about that. Like the world building, it took me a while to wrap my head around like which kingdom is connected to who and what side she was on. But now that I'm in it and I get it, and I've wrapped my head around the language, I'm really interested to see what happens. It literally says at the back, captured by the King of Darkness, forced to find the light within. There was already Who Did This To You as well. I'm invested. I am. So let's carry on and see what happens. What are you doing? Girl, what are you doing? I knew it was gonna be him. I knew it. You can't mention someone at the beginning of the book and not have them turn up again without like knowing what's happening, especially if it's like a war thing. Like, you can't have like little comments and little things about a guy, like another person who's gone off to war and you don't know what's happened to. Like, he's not just all of a sudden gonna pop up like that. That's obviously not gonna happen. I knew he was coming. I knew it. As soon as they said it, as soon as they said bring him in. What's gonna happen now? What's gonna happen now? We like started making stepping stones. Started making stepping stones to trust and seeing that he's not a bad man. He's not bad. It's just an image. It's a facade. And now you have to do this. Ugh. I swear. I swear. I'm scared. I'm scared. We keep going out of focus. I'm freaking out. This is a different scene. This is like something different. Okay, I'm gonna read it to you. You know this boy. Sorry, it says, you know this boy. Before I could speak, Holden answered. She was going to be my wife. I stilled. The entire tent did. I'm freaking out. Freaking out. It's so high, and it's a slow burn. It's so slow. It's not even like, there's so much a girl can take, so much. This is the slowest slow burn I have ever read. Like, it's so teasing. So teasing. It's like, I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of this vulnerable conversation here, make you think something's gonna happen. Like a few little lines here, there. She's a teaser. It's teasing. It's really annoying. But I can't stop reading, so it's actually working. She's gonna die. She's just a pad. Like, why would you go into the woods alone with mythical creatures that you thought were a myth, and then to do that at night and on an eclipse? Like, what do you think's gonna happen? Like, she dumb? I think she's dumb. She's supposed to be a healer, like the smart ones. She's stupid, and I actually don't think I'm mentally prepared for this. No, that. Anyway, I'm gonna carry on reading. I have nothing better to do. She's literally gonna die. Girl! Oh, that was stupid. Stupid. What is she doing? What is she doing? I'm so confused. I missed something. Something's happening. Oh, what now? Girl. I'm not even going to talk about it. I'm not even going to talk about it. Oh my god. I'm so confused. What is happening? The wolf can speak? What? Oh my god. She was gonna die. Told you she was gonna die. Muppet. Oh my god, this is such a dramatic scene. I actually don't know how to process. Oh my god. They're not, are they? Right, what? Are they? Stop. giving that with the he was reading my mind. I'm not reading your mind. You're talking to me. Oh, it has to be. Are they? Well, I now hope that they are. Oh my god, why can't you tell me now? I hate when they do that. Because now I have to read the next chapter. Damn, that's forward. Girl. Oh shit, what's she gonna say? You have to start shit, don't you? Why? Why start shit now? We haven't got that many pages left. I haven't read this book in a couple of days, so my memory is a little bit like all over the place with what's happening, and already I'm like, what is going on? Like, why did I have to stop reading it at such a turning point? I don't know, but this is like a whirlwind. And like shit's gonna happen, I know shit's gonna happen, and it's gonna really annoy me. And we've only got, what, another like 70 pages left, 80 pages, something like that. There's another book. I just don't want to reach the end of this book and we go backwards like in the book The Serpents and the Wings of Night. I don't want to go backwards. We've made so much progress. We'll see. I want to finish this tonight though. I'm planning on finishing it tonight. He got that. Oh, this is adorable. What is going on? I have like 40 more pages. Like, I don't like it. Like, no, I'm gonna put you there. You can experience this with me because I'm shooketh. This is crazy. I don't want to read it. No, I'm scared. No. I'm an adult. I can do this. This book is fiction. It's not real. Oh my days. What is he talking about? Exactly. What does that mean? I don't want to read it. No. This is what I feared, people. This is what I feared. One. I knew what she said. Oh, but the last thing I did not know. What? My heart is pounding. My heart is actually pounding. This is so dramatic. I'm probably overreacting, but I don't even care. When did this happen? How is there another chapter after this? Oh my god, I'm gonna finish this book. I'm scared. Oh my days. We need to like talk, okay? We're just gonna talk here. I just finished the book, as you saw. This damn book. Oh my days. The only thing that made it really good is that it was a bonus chapter at the end when we saw Kane's perspective of when he first met. I've even forgotten her name. Arwen. Like, that's what made it good. but my days, the stuff that happened in the last 50 pages of this book, no, like the last 100 pages of this book, like what the fuck? Like what the actual hell? Like are they trying to do to me? Like, I know I'm probably being really dramatic. I'm probably being so dramatic, but like I should have seen it coming. I kind of did see it coming. Like I predicted some of it because obviously like fantasy, dragons sort of stuff, you kind of catch on. You know what you're looking for. You know what you're gonna get. So some of it I was like, oh wow. But then like some of it I was like, oh no, I didn't see that coming, but I should have guessed it. Like I should have known, you know? But still, there was this one bit where I was like, I don't want to read on. I don't want to find out what happens. I don't want to know because it's going to backtrack. And I feel like they've made so much progress in their relationship that they really liked each other. But obviously because of lies, because of deceptions, because of like things were withheld and the truth wasn't out, we've done a backtrack. There is a backtrack. And I hate when they backtrack because it feels like you've had so much progress, like you've gone through it all, this has been a slow burn, like you did it, it's good, and then they're like something happens and then you're like we're there to the beginning. Or actually it's even worse than where they were to begin with because of everything. So I want to read the second book. I do. I don't want to go into the second book straight away. I feel like I need to sit down and just like, yeah, but I'm giving it a 4. I've decided I'm going to give it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it though. It was quite good. It was really easy to read as well. And the theme and like the plot of it and the battle, because it's all like within a war, was very simple to understand. So I enjoyed that aspect because sometimes I find like if the plot is so complicated and I don't understand, then I'm like, don't really want to go into the second book because I've got no idea what's going on and only want to see if the romance is happening. But this one is actually, it was simple, it was easy to follow, it was good. But yeah, I was planning on reading another book or like going into Onyx Storm, but I have a funny feeling this video is going to be so long, and also it's taken me longer than a week to film. I'm still going to call it reading in a week because I don't know, I want to. It makes sense in my brain. But I don't think I'm going to read another book. I actually think I'm going to end the video here and only read these 2 books. So to be fair, we've done pretty well. Like we read Belladonna and we read A Dawn of Onyx. And I enjoyed both of those books. I will be reading Onyx Storm. Is it Onyx? Have I just been saying that wrong the entire time? Probably. I don't know. You can correct me in the comments. Please do. I'm always wrong. But I don't think I want to film that book because I actually want to sit down and enjoy it. I will obviously give my opinions out, don't you worry. My opinions will be out. But I don't think I want to film it. So, I don't know. I might change my mind. I have no idea. Anyway, I'm going to end this video here. I hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you for coming along and reading some fantasy books with me. It's one of my favourite things to do. That and Kindle. Like doing fantasy and reading Kindle books are my favourite ones to film. So there will definitely be more of them. 100%. But let me know what you're currently reading, especially if it's fantasy. And also if you liked Onyx Storm. If you did like it, let me know. No spoilers though. I don't want to hear anything. But I also need some motivation to read it because I'm actually terrified. But I'm so scared. I might have read it by the time that this video comes out. I don't know. We'll see. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace. Goodbye.